to Potential Spam Podcast.
Zin up
from the feet up. Zin up from the chin up.
All right, we're back.
That's not very high. That's just
Episode 22.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Potential Spam. As Heather just said, we are at episode 22.
Did you guys mean to do that when we started?
Do what?
You guys both went in and then came back.
It's just like a roommate thing, I think.
Yeah.
We're like so synchronized.
What
we get
is
our
this?
periods at the same time
What,
too
are we
now.
putting a
so-
wall here?
Yep.
They touch
Building
tips.
a wall right
They
here?
touch tips a lot.
Building a wall.
We're going to build this wall?
Anyway, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We'll thank our sponsors today, Burger King.
Welcome Burger King.
BK, have it your way.
Have it your way.
Whopper, Whopper, double Whopper.
Single,
Triple,
double, triple,
so
Whopper.
At BK, have it your way.
You roll.
All right, that was
right.
nice. If only they were really our sponsor, that'd be
be
lit.
Fuck,
That-
yes they are.
Oh yeah, right.
We should also get sponsored by Easy Pass. You should throw that in there,
That's
too.
so random.
What's wrong? What's up with Easy Pass?
I don't know. I feel like
I don't really want to
I-
be sponsored by a monopoly. Like, there's no alternative to Easy Pass.
No, he didn't. No, he said Easy Pass, not Monopoly.
I feel like
No,
every
but like
week I
they're
got an Easy
monopoly.
Pass
Like
bill.
what?
Yeah.
Like what? What could
Oh,
if you
like-
didn't want to support the company
Park
Easy
Place.
Pass? Yeah, like what do you use?
Like Park Place. Like
No, he's talking about the board game Monopoly.
I know, but Easy Pass is a monopoly. Like, there's no competitor in that market. So, like,
I
don't
know,
wanna-
that's true.
Like, fuck them.
Do you
Yeah.
guys? Do any of you guys not have an Easy Pass?
I have.
I don't.
I got one for the first time last year.
I have one.
Yeah, we got one for the first time last year too.
I
It
had
makes
mine
sense.
For a very long
It's
time.
fucking dumb, though. Like,
Why?
you're already paying taxes, and then you got to pay a toll for what?
That's true, because technically our taxes do pay for the highways.
That's what I'm saying. Is that
It's
how is
bullshit.
that not
And then you got to pay again to
against the
use. You got to pay to
Constitution?
use the roads your money built.
right?
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
I thought this was
It's
America,
bullshit.
man.
I agree.
it is definitely
That's
crazy. idea.
That's
unconstitutional.
why I'm building tunnels.
Yeah, but you also have to.
You and the Hasids.
Yeah, that's crazy. You want to just dive into that? Let's just dive into that.
I
Like they
mean,
dove in the
I don't
tunnels,
really
little
know
bit of
how
road
much
work.
there is to dive into. We could speculate wildly, like everyone else is, but no one
I
knows
don't want to
anything.
speculate why they did it. I want to talk about that they did do it because it was very funny.
Yeah, so
Very,
it was
very
basically
funny.
like a very famous synagogue in Brooklyn, in New York, and they just found out that they were digging this tunnel, which is insane, dude.
Well, I was I didn't really understand. Is apparently this like neighborhood is like predominantly Hasidic Jews, and they are effectively like a little commune. Like they're allowed to kind of do their own thing. Like they kind of govern themselves. Like don't really let outsiders get involved too much. So like if you saw some of those videos when they were pulling people out of the tunnels, like they were being attacked. Like the cops were being attacked.
Is
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
they
their
weren't playing.
property, though.
No, that's what got them in trouble because the property line. 'Cause
It
they
is.
were like,
It is their property, but like, I mean, dude, you can't just tunnel places. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you're
Like,
not
you ever
fucking
heard of like
mole.
Miss Utility call before you dig? Like they definitely weren't
Yeah, they
doing
could have
that.
really gotten.
Yes, well, they
fucked
said
up.
a portion of the building, like I guess there's a women's and men's section. They said the women's section is possibly structurally compromised and may have to like, they have no clue
Yeah.
what'll have to happen.
right.
I wonder like how that conversation comes up and whose idea it is.
So I
To be like,
started.
hey, I know we're all like,
Supposedly, it was a lot of
Here?
younger,
well, like
younger
no one,
people.
No one really knows the.
it's like a Grant's house. And we were like, let's see how far down
we can dig.
We
Yeah,
dug
no, like, I
at
get it
Grant's.
on,
We
like,
dug
a-
like a 12-foot hole for no reason.
No, this was apparently like a very substantial tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
the fucking video of the one, like, it's like behind, like, a mailbox or something, and this guy's, like, videotaping, and it's, like, this Hasidic Jew guy just climbs out of it. And he
Yeah,
starts
just
running
climbs out of the
away.
grate.
It's
That's
the
crazy.
most
That's
unreal
fucking
thing.
Did you guys think about Dig
Wild.
Dug at all when you heard about that? Like,
What's Dig
No.
Dug?
like the game back in the day?
That's way
I
too
know
old
that
for me
one.
to like have a flashback. To.
Well,
I
I
do
was
know what you're
thinking, like-
talking about now, but
Because like if you keep
Like
digging, like
Diglett.
you said, no, not Diglett. That's
Or a
totally
Doug,
different.
Doug Trio.
That's just another form of Diglett, I think.
no, it's
No,
an
it's
evolution of
evolu-
Diglett.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Sorry. No, but like I was just thinking about like they just keep digging across, and then somebody's living above.
And then they just hit the edge of the flat Earth and they just fall.
no, that's
Yeah,
that
that's probably
shit's
what they were
falling.
trying to do. They were trying to prove the flat Earth theory.
I don't think so.
If you kept going,
Yeah.
then they would have fallen.
If you dig
I
down in
wonder-
flat Earth, you do not get. To
How
China.
long did it take them, you think?
I don't know.
Probably a while. I mean,
don't know.
at least some of the videos I saw, they looked like he said, like really nice, organized, like well done.
Like
tunnels.
they
Yeah.
definitely had like structures up to support. They like.
right.
What?
I mean, obviously they're not professionals, but like it was
Fucking-
somewhat. It wasn't just them dudes with shovels. Like,
Wow.
man, like,
Oh yeah.
You know. It
no,
was,
they said that some of them were using like from
From Minecraft, like the
no the
pickaxes.
fucking jail movie where he did the tunnel.
Oh, Fortnite. They have pickaxes too.
Oh yeah, Fortnite.
No, fuck.
27
dig out with
hours.
they were using spoons like in jail.
No,
100
Shawshank Redemption. Thank you, Shawshank.
Oh, they cut their arms off.
They were using like they were actually using like spoons and like little tools like to dig some of that.
What?
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
Real
sand,
spoons?
like
Yeah.
sandcastle.
Well, that's,
kits.
first of all, that's the opposite of what I've heard. I heard they're doing like professional.
Well, not like not legit professional, but I heard that they were making.
I don't think they
what
were
do they
using
call like when they
spoons.
put up like wood structures in the tunnel to like kind of give some support to the next like section.
Yeah, like an arc of
Like
some arch.
yeah.
a truss or an arch or something.
Yeah. I said arc the first time. Thank
I
you
mean,
guan for not saying
why not
anything.
get an
Ark of the Covenant.
excavator and really go to work in there?
That'd be
you know?
too
Well,
much.
it sounds
too
like
call
they
too much
were. This
attention
was
to it.
clearly trying to be like somewhat
Sneaky.
under- yeah.
Those tweets though.
Dude, it would be crazy
Very
if the
fun.
world ended and everyone was just like, where'd all the Jewish people go? And like they're just in these
All
tunnels.
underground.
Maybe that's what
underground.
they were doing.
You know, some like there's like some schizo like conspiracy theorist guys who, like the Jews are underneath their tunnel city, and then this comes out, he's like completely validated.
Dude, every time we do a conspiracy, you do Alex Jones' voice every single
He's
time.
like the poster boy.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
It's like the Jews are building tunnels and mining diamonds to control their minds.
It's like they found El Dorado.
Yeah. Damn. You think El Dorado's real?
No,
No.
I think it was just a really rich city that like,
There's-
when the Portuguese like
There's a lot of people like some evidence to support that it wasn't real because the explorers were basically like getting their trips financed by like kings and queens.
Yeah.
And of course, this is obviously like back in the days where you didn't have photos, you didn't have
Right.
like
Yeah.
so they would come back with stories. And basically, it was to believe that this was a story to continue to finance some trips over there.
Whoa.
Like,
Oh,
the
damn.
kings and queens believe in a city of gold. All we got to do is just find it. Like, let's
So
keep
it's like-
going. Let's keep trying to find it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
Obviously,
They're-
you never
It's like
find it.
mermaids, you know.
apparently they're
A little different.
in like
I guess it's kind of like mermaids.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
it's just a
legend,
story.
but
Yeah.
like it's in a different way.
yeah.
I mean, some of those like there's like a lot of, I forget his name. I think it was the king in Africa. Mansa Musa was like the richest guy ever
yes,
because
Mansa
they
Musa.
literally had like, he had just gold. Like it was like their natural resource there. So he was just like incredibly rich, but I mean everyone else in that country was like dirt poor. I don't remember which country it was. I want to say it was like Nigeria maybe. This is like way back, like way pre-colonized
Right,
Africa. But like that I believe was real because like I mean Africa has like so like diamonds and shit and like it has so many
Extremely
natural
mineral
resources.
rich. Yeah.
Why'd you say Africa like that?
Africa.
Africa.
You were like Africa.
Did I say it like that?
It was like accentuated cool.
Wait, let's go back to the mermaid thing. I was wondering this earlier.
No one said mermaid.
No,
Clayton
did.
said a mermaid.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
When?
He
You
tried to
were right
relate.
here.
He tried to
We
relate.
were talking
he was-
about El Dorado.
He said mermaids are like
Didn't
El
hear
Dorado.
a single word about mermaids.
I was gonna say
It was like right before
Because the
you
boys
dove
would go
into
off
that.
on the ships and come back with stories about like
about mermaids.
magical.
Well, they come
winds
from
and stuff.
sirens, which are
I literally did.
supposedly, like,
I'm not joking. I just didn't hear you say that.
that's
Sorry.
crazy. That was we literally talked about it for a second, but that's fine.
I toned myself.
I think
out,
I have
too.
what I
they
was
supposedly
thinking
would
about to
lure
say in my
like
head.
soldiers to their death. Like they would hear like a
thought those
beautiful
are more
woman.
like sirens.
Well, I think that's like kind of mermaids are related to
banshees.
that.
I'm gone.
Yeah,
dude.
Banshees.
I'm
too,
going.
yeah.
No,
Little heat
banshees.
stroke. Little heat
banshees are
stroke.
different.
I'm
Banshees-
going.
Wait, anyway, what I was gonna say was on a mermaid. Where would you put a pussy on a mermaid? You think, like up here, or you think it's down by the tail?
Well, clearly it has a fish bottom, so it's down by the tail.
it has to be
Wherever
down
a
by the
fish
tail.
pushy, fish
Fishpushy.
That is a weird one to say.
The camera fell.
And I
a bit.
forgot
Fish
to
pushy.
start the
Fish
timer.
pussy. How many? Yeah.
No, that's all right. I was just
Say
thinking
that-
about it like last
say
week.
fish pussy 5 times fast.
Fish
pussy.
pushy, fish pushy, fish pushy, fish pushy.
Fish pushy.
Yeah, it does kind of fall apart.
But yeah, if it's got a fish lower, then it has to have.
Yeah, you think
it
it's
I
has
guess
a
it would be
bottom.
weird if you just put.
On the same note, where's a centaur's dick?
Hold on. You think it smells like fish?
Oh, half of it is fish, so yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it didn't, that'd be crazy. Or it smells like human the whole
Yeah,
time.
it smells like human.
Yeah.
human.
No, a
Smells like
centaur.
human
That's
hands.
easy though because it's like a horse. Like a horse dick is underneath the legs.
So in the same thing, then it's
Yeah,
got
but
to
it
be
has
a
4 legs.
yeah, but
yeah. So is it
because the arms up top.
Right.
right?
I forgot about the arms.
So like, what's
Where's
like,
the? Does it have a human dick like down?
I
like,
say the back. I would say.
I say the back
back's
too.
legs. That's
I
what
think they would
say.
still have sex like a horse.
like
Yeah,
like Mr. Tumnus.
I agree.
No, Mr. Tumnus wasn't a horse.
No, he was the little goat man.
He was a goat.
He had four legs.
He's a fawn.
2 legs.
He's a fawn.
have a way different.
Dude, you know my
Mr.
coworker said
Tumnus
back
is
in the
my
day
head.
that she was like kind of into Mr. Tumnus,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, that's weird.
That's very bizarre.
She's like, well,
Went
he.
to high
That's
school
how
with
you
some
be-
kid named Mr. Tumnus.
That's how you become a furry.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Tumnus.
Dude, you're so close. You're like a step away.
Yeah, it's not a far leap at all.
Yeah.
I feel like we went. Didn't we go to school with? I don't remember what his actual name was. He just looked like Mr. Tumnus.
What?
Yeah.
A student in high
know.
school looked like a goat
Yeah.
man. An
Was he
adult
like-
goat
Not
man?
like he had goat qualities.
like
He wasn't like full.
Oh,
on
the
goat.
guy with like the vertical eyelids, like the rectangular eyelids.
No.
No,
The
it's
guy, the guy who clicks down the hallway, like, because of his fucking.
The
That was
guy with the
racist. That was
hooves.
racist.
yeah, the guy with the hooves.
Or the guy that grows out just the soul patch. You know?
No, dude. This
No,
kid
the guy,
looked
every time
his
he
name
talked, he was like,
Arthur. His name was like Arthur or something.
There was no one who went to high school named with
Arthur Tumnus. That's his
Yeah,
name.
sure.
Did we even go to school with Norther?
Arthur.
Did we even go to school?
They called him Arthur the Goat.
Yeah.
Arthur
Yeah.
the Goat.
Artie.
He's greatest of all time, dude. That's what he was. Anyway, what'd you guys get into this weekend? I didn't see any of you.
Evan, you can go.
Got a dog.
I don't see any of you anymore now.
Fucking dog.
I don't see any of you anymore
What
now.
kind of
except for
dog
here.
did you get?
Technically, it's Savannah's dog, but she's calling it our dog. It lives at her house, which is
Did you name it Arthur?
Yeah, its name's Arthur. It's a goat.
No,
It's a goat.
her name's Evie.
Oh, that's
Evie,
sick.
Like Australian
Pokemon.
Shepherd mix. Yeah. So, no, legit.
Wait, is that why? Because of Pokemon?
So
No way.
she picked picked like a series of names. That Evie was one of them. EVIE, like the
Oh.
name. I liked it just off the bat, and I liked it. I was like, well, that's a Pokemon's name. I like Pokemon.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
A cool Pokemon. And she kind of has like some like brown and white coloration to her. She's a little fluffy, so like she's not far off looking from what it would look like.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait till
So,
she
like,
evolves. That's me crazy.
Exactly, dude. What's she gonna evolve? I gotta get a stone.
So what is it, like a corgi?
It's no, it's an Australian Shepherd mix.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cute little dog.
It's a cute little dog.
I'll just put an Australian
Yeah.
Shepherd on there. So
I'll send you a photo and then
yeah,
you can
yeah.
look at it.
You wanna dox your new dog, dude?
Dox it? What do you mean?
Like give up its
Someone's gonna
identity?
swat it.
Its name, its first name.
Someone's gonna take that
Someone's
dog.
gonna-
We've like
Swan it.
given so much information on this podcast that if someone wanted
that's
to pinpoint the exact spots we're sitting in right now, they probably could.
I don't know about where we are.
No, we've said it. We've said the town. We've said like
Oh,
things
true,
nearby.
true,
I
true.
trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Someone could do it.
That's true.
Anyways, please don't do that if you're doing this.
Apartment C.
But no, yeah, we got a dog. She's really cute. We got her
out
Saturday.
Janice.
It was my like Christmas gift to her. She was like kept saying talking about how she wanted a dog like all last year. So, but I didn't want to like pick
Damn.
the dog for her. You know what I mean? So I like on her birthday actually, she opened up a bunch of gifts that included like a leash, a fucking collar, like some dog toys, and was like,
She's like, "What are you into?"
she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, get yourself. Like find
Get
a dog,
yourself a
like
dog.
find a dog, and like I'll pay like whatever
Yeah.
the adoption fees and takes to get it like here or whatever.
As long as
whatever
it's
it is.
free from the pound.
Yeah, pretty much. Like find a stray and like
Yeah.
that'll be your pet.
I'll buy it
Just go
for you.
steal it, dog. honestly.
Dude, my mom's.
Mary picked it up Saturday. and
You're gonna
she's-
regret
she's
that
adorable.
in like a couple months. You're like, why the fuck did I do this?
Probably, but that's why it lives at her house.
Yeah.
Nah, you'll be all right.
Even my
I think
dog-
Australian Shepherd, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like really sweet dogs.
My dog's
she's-
pretty sweet.
right now
but
she's a sweetheart.
Last night when it was pouring, monsooning,
Yeah.
he would not go outside. So
Yeah, apparently
my thing
he
is
wouldn't
to
either.
walk out on the deck with him and like force him to get off the deck to go pee. This motherfucker. I get him outside and I'm like, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. Where I'm standing there getting drenched. And so he looks at me and he lifts his leg and just pisses all over my grill. Like on the bottom part, not like the cooking part, but
Yeah,
it was
that'd
just
be
like,
impressive if you.
Yeah,
It was just one of those things where
That would be a great
yeah,
name.
he opened it up.
Just opens it up, just standing on 2 feet.
But I
like
I
Mr.
just needed him to
Tumnus.
go to the bath. He was holding
Listen.
it, so I just knew he had to go. So I mean, I wasn't pissed, but
Yeah.
My
I'm still
dogs are the
this
same way.
Fucking guy,
Dude, my mom.
just an asshole.
They have an outdoor cat, and like half a week ago, it just like ran off, went and did his outdoor thing. Hasn't came back yet.
That's just like part of the
not
part of the
unusual.
gig.
Yeah, but there was like a massive storm that happened.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
think
times if they'll hunker down,
blew
so It
away.
might just take a little bit. I mean, unless it got injured.
The
but,
cat
like,
blew away,
A
dude.
lot of
It's
times they
gone.
might hunker down.
I mean, I got to know the odds on that cat.
Can't,
coming
like,
back.
that's,
You know what's
cats
wild?
are
Like
strange. dude.
outdoor
I just-
cats too. They apparently like right before they die, they like take off and hide somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, they like know they're gonna die.
That's such a random thing to know.
I think you just made that up.
No, I swear to God, dude,
thought he
look
was
it
just
up.
fucking with you.
Like even like some like indoor cats like like when they like are like on the cusp of death, like they'll try to like get out and get away from like where they.
I don't think I've ever
Hopefully they
had.
take it away from the house though.
Yeah.
Yeah, an indoor cat probably
yeah.
not, but like
find
if,
it like a month later.
if it's one of those like half in half outs, like if it's like "Ugh, I'm fucking gonna die. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
think I would ever
they'll run away.
get an outdoor animal. That's just. I stress out about way too many things, and if I would be like, go ahead, just run around the town of Eldersburg, have fun.
Yeah.
I would be sketching the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know. About
on my Ring, I always get notifications in the neighborhood of people being like, "Found this cat." I'm like, it's probably just an outside cat or a stray cat, but you people are just posting it up I probably have 3 notifications right now
On your
from
rings?
today.
Like they're coming up to your
Yeah.
doorbell,
no,
being
no,
like,
no,
"Is this
just
your
like,
cat?"
No, it's like a neighborhood app. So like
Yeah.
anybody can post on there about whatever. Or
You think one of them is my mom's cat?
Trekked a long way.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
had
long
plenty of
trek.
time, week and a half.
You remember that movie
That's
back
like
in the day
30
about like
miles.
that 2
Home
dogs?
Alone.
No, 2 dogs and
No,
a cat.
Homeward Bound.
Yeah, Homeward Bound.
Yep.
Nailed
Homeward
it.
Bound.
Snow Dogs.
Dude,
That's right.
that was one of those movies I would watch like 3 times in a day if my
Snow
parents were
Dogs.
letting me.
So good, dude. And they
Yeah,
remember they
Snow
were like on the
Dogs and
rapids on the
Cuba-
water
Snow
too.
Dogs
Gooding
and Cuba
Jr.?
Gooding Jr. bit a dog's ear because he had to show dominance.
Yes.
didn't the kid in that, like the boy, didn't he like murder somebody in real life?
Oh,
What?
I thought you were about to say in the movie, and I was like, absolutely not.
Are we talking about the same movie?
Yeah.
The
In
thriller? The thriller Homeward Bound.
that was Home Alone.
What was the
I
one
don't
with
know,
Paul
he might
Walker
have.
that was like the exact same
Fast
story
and Furious.
as the Cuba Gooding one? Is it 8 Below? Is that what it's called? 8 Below or
I
something
don't
like
think
that?
Paul. Oh yeah.
He just had like a bunch of like dogs up
I
in
said
the
deja vu.
Well, that
I
was
feel like we talked about this
Blizzard
before.
Pups.
Blizzard Pups, something like that. That'd be a cool horror movie if they brought that back. Just like a dozen like killing dogs and like they just ran rampant through like the
What?
Like Ramsey Bolton's dogs.
What are we talking
yeah.
about?
Just if they brought back that movie, but it was like a horror movie style, it'd be kind of crazy.
Like
That'd be
Cujo?
really. That'd be,
Kind of,
Cujo's?
dude. My mom talks about that movie all the time.
Do you
Still,
know, you know what'd be a good horror movie? Something with like the Escobar's hippopotamuses in like the Amazon rainforest.
Whoa.
well, he had hippos.
Yeah, so he had like a whole ass zoo, and when his like compound, when he went to jail, like no one took care of his compound, and he had hippos. He brought them over from Africa, and they like thrive in the Amazon because it's like wet and like murky, and they have no natural predators in the Amazon.
Damn,
so they
I've
apparently,
never heard that.
I forget how many it originally was, but they believe
killing
there's-
villagers and
They
shit?
believe there's basically a pack of like over 100 hippos
yeah, that's pretty fucking
introduced
scary.
to the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah,
It's
You know what
just-
you call that movie? Hungry Hippos.
They're literally called the cocaine hippos, and they're like
The cocaine
That's what
hippos.
people call them because they're Pablo Escobar's.
The have you seen Cocaine Bear?
They're trying to kill him. No.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's
I
pretty
haven't
funny.
seen it either, but
No,
kinda
that's
what it
crazy
sounds like.
though.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's
I've never
wild.
heard that story before. Dude, how rich you have to be to get hippos? That's crazy.
Cocaine
Well,
literally
loaded.
changed the ecosystem of the Amazon rainforest and introduced
Yeah.
hippos.
in Baltimore City.
If it wasn't for cocaine, that's true too.
And a lot of places. A lot of places. What the fuck?
It's just wild to
laugh.
think like out of all the things humans could do, and like that's just a weird, strange thing to think that like a cocaine kingpin moved hippos across an entire ocean, and then by chances, fate,
He was
whatever you want to
laundering.
call it, they end up wildly introduced and they're thriving.
Hippos are crazy
You
too.
can't
They're
fuck
dangerous.
with wild animals like that. Shit.
Hippos are the most dangerous animal in Africa.
I
believe
love
it.
I love the videos when people go up to like moose and stuff in like Alaska, and they
Like,
go up
it's-
to like
it's meese.
meese,
No, I meant that.
and they go up to try to
It's
take a
moose
selfie
eye.
or pet it or something, and they just get fucked
I
up.
mean, those things are like over.
Those are my
1,000
favorite
pounds.
videos. to
Dude,
watch.
2-3 years
Like,
ago,
"Ah, you
there was a
fucking
video.
idiot."
This like woman got too close to a bison at Yellowstone.
Yeah,
And it flipped her, and dude, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm like,
What
dude,
are
yeah,
you doing?
you're a fucking dumbass.
Right.
Like, there was also one that made me think of. I think it was in China, and they were in one of those drive-through safari parks, and they're going through the fucking tiger area. And everyone's like, "Don't get out of your car! Don't be a dumbass! Don't get out of your car!" Woman gets out of her car, starts like walking around to the other side. Tiger, bah!
Yeah.
And then her mother
Got
gets
her?
out to try to save her,
got her too.
and I think one of them died and the other one lived. But I was like,
Oh, man.
dude, like,
You guys have any interest in ever doing anything like that?
Staying in my car. and
I
doing that,
mean,
sure.
one
I've
of those
never
ones
in my
maybe
car.
where it's like elephants reaching in to grab peanuts. Sure,
You're like
but I'm
giraffes-
not
giraffes would be sick.
Not driving through one with like an actual like lion or tiger there.
Yeah,
Like, just
yeah.
not-
Right.
I'm not trusting a piece of automotive glass to be like between me and a predator. That
All you
got to
do is side eye that thing, and it's coming after
Yeah,
you.
like, no thank
Not
you.
even that. You could
It
just be
just
reading your
wants to
phone
be-
and just bam through your window.
It's also again like Baltimore City.
Elephants in Africa are learning to attack cars.
You're at a red light, just the homeless
Oh,
guy
okay, I
comes
see what you're
up
saying.
and
That's
everything.
true,
You're just
yeah.
like, don't
The
even,
squeegee-
don't
the
look at
squeegee
him.
kid.
Don't
you're
look
like,
at him.
nope, 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 nope.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was at a red light one time, and a squeegee kid came up to me, and
You're the guy that shot him.
no,
Jesus,
no.
dude.
I felt like it could have got bad though, but the kid came up, and I had the windows down in the truck. He was like,
That's well,
the
you're in
squeegee, and
Baltimore with
I'm
your
like,
windows down. That's a rookie mistake.
Well, I worked at the arena, so I was like,
So,
Oh,
again-
well, in that
Too far.
case,
Hey, again,
that makes
you're in
sense.
Baltimore with
I
your
didn't
windows
have too
down.
far to go, but yeah. So the squeegee kid comes up. I tell him like, no, thank you, and I hit the windshield wipers in front of him. I'm like, nah, I'm good. This is Rain-X. And then he looks at my car.
You literally,
he didn't like.
you made a robot do his job in front of him. That's so fucked up.
I mean, it's
I mean,
Rain-X.
dude,
Don't
yeah.
put that piss water on my car. But anyway, so I had the windows down. He just kind of was walking by, and he looked inside, and he was like, "Hey, let me get that drink." It was like a warm Chipotle cup at this
Yeah.
point. But I was like, no. He was like,
Yeah.
man, come on. I was like, no, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Again, I think this is your fault for driving to Baltimore with your windows down.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
just
didn't you
something
just say a
shouldn't
second ago you just keep your eyes straight?
Yeah, but I mean, when he's coming up with the wet piss sponge and he's holding it
Yeah.
around my
This is
truck,
piss
I'm like, nah, dude, get away.
assume
No,
the
that
piss
water's
is
probably
fine.
straight
do.
from the harbor.
He peed
dude.
on. I think he peed
Yeah.
on the sponge. Is what he's saying.
There's no way they're putting Windex or something in there.
It might be. They're stepping up their game, dude.
No.
No, these not in this damn economy.
I can see him going to like the gas station and taking the bucket out and pouring it in there.
That's probably exactly what it is. They probably just go scoop it up into what they got at the gas station. Just go.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's. I feel like that's just water.
Definitely. I mean, maybe like the first month the gas station's open, it's probably like top quality shit, and
They
they just
maybe-
start pouring
I've
water.
seen
in
them,
there.
I
like,
feel like they
change it
just water
before.
like a squirt of Dawn, just to like.
Or maybe it's just like a little
Shout out
pill.
Dawn, our
Suds.
sponsor from last episode.
Suds.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a little like tablet they throw in there or something. But I don't know.
tablet.
Dude, you guys
Oh,
see?
like a fucking detergent pod.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like an
I
iPad.
was thinking like an iPad for some reason.
they just put an Android tablet in there.
Like,
That's
oh,
where
gotta
they
clean
fucking
'em up.
belong, dude.
Dude, you see that in the next like I think it's like the next 5 years, they're saying that the harbor is going to be swimmable,
Yeah, it's not
and they're going to host like an event where you can like go down
Dude,
there and swim.
Cool. You gonna be the first one in?
Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I've been down there like.
That's literally
pretty
just gonna be a
frequently.
group of people just sitting around waiting for the first one.
Oh,
to go in,
imagine
being
touching
like,
the
nope.
bottom.
Oh my god.
You're just
You
gonna
can't
touch
touch the
like
bottom.
It's
bird
just a
scooters.
it's just a
and-
needle just fucking
You're gonna,
Oh.
you're gonna touch like bird scooters and bikes and
You're
corpses.
You're gonna touch
Broken
Mike's
glass.
high boy.
No.
Throw it in the.
No, you got to
Oh,
think
God.
that that harbor is probably, especially right there, like in the inner harbor, that's probably 50, 60 feet deep. At least there's giant boats in there.
No way.
There's giant like warships.
not where they're gonna
I
let
would
people
say like
swim.
I would say like 15, 20 feet.
Well, what do you say about the giant warships that come into the
They're
harbor?
not gonna just let people swim in 60-foot deep
USS
water.
Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
never
it,
done
it's
that in the harbor.
it's buoyancy. It's not like all the way down in
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the,
it's
the
deep, but it's
bigger
not
the
that
ship,
deep.
the more that has to be in the water.
If
as
it was
well.
15 feet, they'd make it very close. It'd be like, grrr, and just like start scratching in the bottom.
Next time I'm around the harbor with a measuring tape, I'll check.
Please do. Please
Yeah.
do.
Dude, the water in the harbor, like if Godzilla was ever to appear, it would appear in that water.
No, he couldn't even
gotta
make it
look.
out of that water. He'd be like swimming up the bay, and he'd be
He's
like,
too big.
He would just disintegrate into acid.
He tries to bring his leg up. It's just a bone.
Apparently, the new
Just
Godzilla
gone.
is really good.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to get into that whole thing because I feel like I'd fucking love those movies.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan. I like the Godzilla like aesthetically. I think it's cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess you're probably right. It's probably going to be like a small, like 10 by 10, like pool or something. There's no way they're going to be like, hop in.
I don't think it'd be like
I'm
that
never
small, but
getting
they'll
it.
probably be like in that new, what are they calling it? It's not Port
It's gonna be
Covington
like
anymore,
secrets.
like
It's
the
gonna be like
Baltimore
secrets.
Peninsula or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they'll probably make like a beach area.
What's that?
somewhere
Yeah,
in
isn't there
there.
like a bar down there called like Dirty Dan's or something?
Dirty Dan's.
You're thinking of Maggiano's.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Chinese.
I still got to
yeah.
go there.
What, Dirty Dan's or Maggiano's?
Maggiano's.
Maggiano's. I heard they got great ribs.
I heard they got everything at this point. They got Indian, they got
Yeah,
Chinese.
I got the whole smorgasbord.
Yeah,
dude.
get the gabagool.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's that Mexican spot across the road from us where Twinkus was. It just opened up like a few months
yeah.
back, and I think we're going to give that a shot on Sunday. People are talking about it a lot.
I was just gonna say, have you eaten there yet? But
Not yet. But, dude, Twinkus was so sick, man.
Twinkus was
they had some underrated food.
They did.
dude, like their regular like grilled food is actually pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Like you got some
burgers?
hot food there. It was pretty solid.
Yeah.
So wait, it's gone?
Yep.
Yeah, they replaced with a Mexican restaurant.
And there's still a second location, I think. For
I think
Twinkies.
in Westminster.
Yeah.
Really?
No, it's not. I don't think it's Westminster. Could be wrong.
I don't know. But, no, I was just, I was wondering if they had, like,
Maybe I'm thinking of Frank's.
I think Frank's
I
might
know
be done.
Frank's has a second location.
Yeah, I was thinking about this today about the Buffalo Wild Wings, like the blazing challenge that they have. You guys think you could do that?
I don't know what it is.
What's that?
What is
It's
it?
like I think it's like a dozen of their hottest wings, and you have to eat it in like less than like 15, 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Like it's a normal time, but the wings are like insanely hot.
I can't.
I mean,
It's-
we probably
it-
can't
it
because
tru-
of heartburn.
It truly
but-
depends on how hot.
I mean,
they
I would be
were.
able to do it, but I'd be really hurting.
I'm scarred
Really
forever when I had that. When I ate all those pepperoncinis.
No, when you
No
drank,
shit.
when you drank
the
a
juice,
jar of
let's be clear.
pepperoncini.
The real killer was the juice that you
Yeah.
drank from the fucking.
Were you
jar.
fucked up for that?
Was I fucked up?
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
I went
like-
to the hospital.
No, like,
No, not like physically. I'm saying like were you drinking?
during the
Oh,
moment
no.
you ate them.
You let me get this straight.
That was a sober snack for you.
You don't like pepperoncinis?
I love pepperoncini.
Right. You're gonna eat a bunch of
Is
You're
that
gonna
also
eat
how
a
you say
jar.
that word? Pepperoncinis?
Yeah,
Say
trust me.
People will say pepperoncini or pepperoncini.
Banana peppers sometimes. Even.
Pepperoncini.
I think banana peppers are technically different than pepperoncinis,
Yeah,
but they get grouped
pepperoncinis are like the stuff you get like if you have like a Papa John's.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
Papa John's
Papa
pizza.
John's pizza.
Dude, also like, bro, the water in that jug is like
It's not
neon.
water.
Jug.
It's like
It's
vinegar.
It's just vinegar.
Yeah, but in what world
That's
makes
how
you
you
want to
pickle
drink that?
stuff.
I understand how to pickle things. I get that.
That's what it is. It's just like pickle
Most
juice.
people don't drink the pickling liquid.
No.
You don't drink pickle juice?
Pickle juice and pickling liquid are slightly different.
Yeah, but I mean, just pickle juice. You drink pickle juice?
No,
I think you can drink pickle juice in like small amounts.
It's
but
like
I think
put into
it's
like
good
a
for you.
shot sometimes. Like
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit of
yeah.
pickle juice in a
Like a
shot or a
pickleback
mixed
shot or
drink.
whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
You know what else is good for you to drink?
No one's really taking no
Chicken broth.
No,
I mean, I believe
Fine,
that too.
fine.
That sounds like
It's-
some random thing that
it's
you
not.
are
It's
correct
probably
about.
not good for you to drink. I don't see how that's the case.
It is.
Like in what
I
way?
mean, I'm
what
sure
are
it's
the,
like a little
what
high
are,
in sodium, but
what are the benefits? Are you saying just nutritional benefits? Because sure, it's food, but if
it's good for your skin.
no way, what?
Maybe. We'll have to look it up. That's why we need Aaron here, dude. He can be
Okay.
looking this shit up.
Even if it is good for your skin,
Yeah, yeah.
that makes no difference whether you use it to cook or drink it straight.
Dude, speaking of drinking things, me and Clayton were doing dry. We were doing what?
I was like, speaking of drinking things. Well, where's this going?
I was gonna say something. Now
That's
I forget.
exactly what happened.
Confused.
I'm confused. Anyway, I was gonna say, me and Clayton both agreed before the new year that we were gonna do dry January. You know, really give it a try. Whole first weekend, I was drinking water during the Eagles game. I've never done that before. I texted Clayton yesterday. I'm like,
No wonder
dude,
the Eagles are losing.
dude, I did think that for a second.
I know you would, and I know you did, and that's why
But
I said it.
I looked at Knox at halftime. I was like, maybe I just got to get fucked up. Maybe that's what's happening. Because, dude, ask John. That was
What are you gonna do? First playoff game, you end up down like 14-0 early in the first half.
That's gonna be-
Are you gonna start drinking?
that's a game time decision.
Yeah.
The problem with that is it's a Monday night.
not even because he thinks it's gonna break the
Yeah.
curse, just because he needs it.
Yeah. Well, the problem is it's a Monday night. So one of the worst things I hate is going to work hungover. I can't do that.
Especially after an Eagles loss.
Exactly. And then I got my Will coming into my office being like, "Hey, nice season," like running away.
Yeah, it makes it.
But,
times worse.
No, yeah. So I text Clayton and I'm like, "Hey, man, how'd you like hold up? Was it like, did you stay dry January?" He's like, "Oh, well, I had 4 beers in my fridge that I had to get rid of." That's what he said to me. I'm just
They're
like,
Miller
all right,
Lite.
dude.
Classic.
It was
Doesn't
during
matter.
it was during the game. It was like
Clayton,
really shitty outside.
They could be literally any beer in the world. If you're just
Yeah,
saying
it's
I
not
drank
dry
them to get
January.
rid of them, then that's just.
But now they're gone.
That's just weakness.
Yeah, but
No,
they're gone.
No, you failed.
Bro, I was trying to do
failed.
shit at my house
And then you
while
decided
the
to
game was
drink
going
beers
on.
instead
but then
of
I was
doing
watching
shit.
the game and I opened the fridge to get a water and
Failure.
there it
They're
was.
just staring at you.
Yeah. So now it's gone.
All I'm
But other
hearing,
than that-
all I'm hearing is
other
you
than
giving
that-
excuses for your own weakness.
Let me ask you this: Are you back on now? Or are you gonna just?
It
Yeah.
doesn't count. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
you can't do that. You
That's
might as
not-
well start drinking. You
Yeah.
should have brought beer.
Nah.
At this point, dude, if someone looks at you and goes, "Hey, man, how's your dry January?" Are you gonna be like, "It was great"?
No, I mean if you
I
really
had 4
dry.
beers.
if you really want to quit drinking and
Quit
like just take
January.
the break, like yeah, I would quit January. If you just want to take the break, then go for it. But like you can't really truly tell me when you did dry January.
But that's it's like compared to one good beer.
okay. That's like me going to like my probation officer and I smoked
I only
like
robbed
one
the guy.
joint. He's like, "You've been getting high." I'm like, "No, man, I smoked one joint."
I
It's at a
took-
concert.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Like
Come
no,
on.
it doesn't
Yeah,
work
exactly.
like that, bro.
Yeah.
You failed.
We're still going.
No.
No, you're not.
I mean, dude, teach his
Not-
own.
Well,
What
then
you
I'm
gotta do.
just being sober for
That's
a little
fine.
while.
But dry January
fine.
is
that
not-
sounds
Yeah.
a lot better than dry January. It sounds like
That's like saying you
It
tried
sounds
to
like-
do No Nut November and you only jerked off once on November 3rd.
That's exactly
like,
what it
it's
is.
not. You didn't accomplish No Nut November.
That's like literally exactly what it is. That's funny though.
If you question on that, if you were doing No Nut November and you had a wet dream,
doesn't count.
did you fail?
Doesn't count. It's in the Bible.
no,
It's in the Bible.
I don't
It
think
doesn't
I've had a
count.
wet dream since I was maybe 12, bro. To be honest.
Legit in my life, I think I've had 2.
With you. Yeah.
yeah. So what are
Really?
the odds that you get another one?
Well, maybe if you're like all
Loading up.
fucking yeah, you
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
I don't know.
I feel like
That's
if I
true.
tried that, dude, I would just be pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be bricked up.
That's how
all
it
the
felt when we
time.
tried keto.
Yeah.
I did keto for a week and I was like, I'm angry at everything.
You go to the gym and see like a giant like yoga ball, and you're just like, damn, that's kind of looking
I
interesting.
thought you were
right
gonna say you go to the gym and see a girl with a fat ass and yoga pants. I was like, well,
You go to
that guy's
sim, you go to the
anything.
gym and you see Sadler doing squats and you're like,
now. You just
I'm
like
like,
audibly just like, God damn, I'm
And
so
then-
sorry.
and then Joey Swarback comes in.
need
He's
a
like,
spot,
why are
need
you
a
looking at Sadler's ass?
Yeah. No. But
Mike, you need a spot.
yeah. You're like, need a spot, and you like lay down on the ground under me. But damn, now I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I'm doing dry January. It's interesting, but I'm hoping
Nice,
like
man.
by the end, dude, January just sucks.
It
It's,
does.
it's got to be the worst month.
Not a great month.
Like you tell me a better month. It's freezing cold. It's shit. It's
February
better
is pretty
month?
bad.
Well, chill.
I mean,
dude.
a
That's
worse
my-
month.
That's my birthday month.
February is, but in general,
It's one of the shortest months.
yeah,
Don't
but
hate on
also
that.
you get the Super
That's
Bowl
true.
in February.
You get the Super Bowl.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
You get President's Day.
Depending on if you like your
You
significant
get
other, Valentine's
Day.
Does anybody else want to kill that groundhog if it doesn't see its shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil,
Do
dude.
you actually care about that still?
No, but it just pisses me
You
off.
know
And they're
he
like 6
doesn't-
more weeks of winter.
You know that's not like how like cold weather works.
no, it actually that's exactly how it works. It's the groundhog.
yeah.
I don't know what the
Groundhog
fuck
in-
you've been
in
learning,
Michigan.
dude, but that groundhog. First off, that groundhog is immortal, and it just lives in that hole.
It's been around for our whole lives, dude.
It's been around since
Not this
George
year.
Washington, dude.
This might
Yeah.
be its last.
I'm pretty
year,
sure
man.
that
Get a
groundhog-
hold of that thing.
It's like
Dude, imagine if someone did
okay,
like.
can we just? I don't understand your beef with Phil, dude.
Because if it's winter for 6 more weeks,
Dude, he doesn't. That doesn't.
You know,
dictate-
Phil's just manipulated by the old men behind the scenes.
he was. Did you know he was on Epstein's island? Did you know that?
Yeah, but he was one of the. He was
Punxsutawney Phil?
He
Come
was
on.
trafficked there. He was not engaging.
Him and
Bill
him and
Clinton
Stevie
wanted to
Hawking, dude.
fuck Punxsutawney.
Yeah, Punxsutawney.
I mean,
Bill,
Why'd you say it like
I
that?
don't think he was
Punxsutawney.
not- he
Bill
was
wanted
not.
to fuck Pucks.
Dude, what
Yeah,
if
he
Evan
pucks.
just started talking like this for the rest of his life
Like,
now?
yeah,
Like Punxsutawney just turned him.
I just had a stroke
Oh.
and just stroke out and just have an accent.
Do you see Stephen Hawking's on that list? Mm-hmm. What do you think he sounded like on the island?
probably robotic.
Did you see the tweets? It was like
I was trying to get an impression out of you.
Oh,
the Bobby Lee, the Bobby Lee podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah.
fucking. Did you see like what he like supposedly straight from what's the bitch's face name's Maxwell's
Ghislaine
Confessions.
Maxwell.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
His specific fetish or kink or whatever. Nah, this is probably bogus, but was watching midgets.
I think that was fake, but it's
Dude,
very funny.
was watching like
Yeah. Do math
naked
or
midgets
something.
do difficult math equations on a chalkboard that is slightly too high.
Shut,
Dude,
Yeah,
swear to
I think
God.
that was fake.
But dude, how do you get that specific?
Yeah, that's true. That's very specific.
Like I don't know.
No fucking way, dude.
Swear to God, it's all. Again, this is
Wow.
like a tweet or.
So I don't
meme,
even
but-
care.
Is that
if
a
it's
cri-
fake.
that's
It's
not a
funny
crime?
shit.
It's not a crime.
What, to make midgets do math?
It depends,
Wait, you-
it depends on the age of the midget.
Are you trying to say that he was just getting off to that, or you just enjoyed
I
watching?
don't know
it?
if he can get off. you
Yeah, 'cause
know?
that's
I
just
don't
like-
think he had anything. Like, I don't think he literally could move anything in his body.
He's like,
right?
oh, yes.
There it is. That's what I was waiting
Oh.
for. No, also I was thinking too, like he's got to have an assistant on hand 24/7, right? So that assistant's going with him.
No, she's also a midget.
Yeah. What if Stephen Hawking's assistant
That's
was
my
the one
theory.
doing the math
That's
equations?
my theory.
I don't, dude. I don't. I don't pretend to know anything about.
How hard do you think
anything
the
about
math
that.
was?
I don't know. I'm just
Basic
surprised.
algebra?
I'm just surprised that
I'm up there
Epstein
sweating, like-
Island was like handicap accessible.
He already got
Yeah.
it. You know,
He's like Clayton's like figuring out PEMDAS. He's like, all right, come on, we can do this. Parentheses.
Clayton, you're not that.
They had to
short.
get-
he's just
Matt
like,
Damon,
no,
Will
no,
Hunting there.
wrong.
Here, Clayton walks up. He's like, dude, I'm not that short.
Carry the 2.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a crazy story though, man. That whole thing, because it doesn't mean that they're all like pedophiles. It just means that they were just like homies with like a king pedophile.
I mean,
Like, dude, Jay-Z was on there. You think Jay-Z's banging little kids? I don't think so, dude.
Did he go to the
Yeah,
island?
probably.
I mean, he was on the list. That's what I'm saying. I don't think any of those people are confirmed to go to the
I'm
island.
pretty
Yeah,
sure
I don't
this
think you
this
can-
list. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure too is not actually people who were on the island, but
Right.
were on his jet.
yeah, I think
So that is definitely very different. Like
Yeah,
those could
but
be.
I guess they can do it to where like, okay, so you're looking at the flight logs and you're looking at who was on there, and if it was like a bunch of like younger people or something.
Well, no, my whole point is this: is that like obviously a lot of accusations are flying. I'm not trying to say anyone's not or not a pedophile, but if, from my understanding, this list was not people who set foot on the island, but people who
In the
were
plane.
on his plane.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
necessarily traveling to
Yeah.
or from the island. It could have been a fucking New York to Houston flight on
Right.
his plane type of thing.
Like they knew him at least.
Right, like maybe they just traveled with him there. Like it wasn't necessarily, like I said,
And I
not
don't think it's
necessarily a
just-
list of people that
yeah.
were on the island, but a list of people that
would
flew
you go
on-
there to like just go to the beach and stuff?
What now?
Where
Do you
is
mean
it? Where
now, or
is
do you
it? I
mean
don't
when
know
the
where it
kids were
is.
there?
I believe somewhere in the Caribbean.
Okay, that
No,
would make sense.
I mean now if there's no sign of that,
Yeah.
and it's a nice beach, I'm
I
probably
mean,
going.
no sign of that.
I mean, dude, it's probably just a nice ass beach in the Caribbean.
I would be freaked
But I
out.
think the buildings are still
just
there.
one house on an island.
I mean, I wouldn't live in his house. I
mean-
wouldn't go down to like the dungeon.
Are you gonna go work in the 9/11 memorial?
I mean, I would if they paid me right.
Is that
the right
what
check.
that is?
I don't know.
Is that what is?
It's like a mosque or something like that.
Definitely not a mosque.
Dog, that was like in fucking 2007. They were saying that.
The Epstein Island. You didn't see that like weird
Oh
white
no,
and
you're
blue
talking about
buildings?
like
Okay,
it's
dude,
it's
Dude, you just did a kickflip in a conversation.
Bro.
Where does 9/11 fall?
That wasn't
I know
even a
what you're talking
kickflip. That wasn't even a
about. No,
kickflip.
no,
That was like
no,
a wormhole.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. I know exactly what Clayton's talking about. It's like
Zoned
an
out.
Egyptian kind of type. It's like blue and
On the
white
island?
stripe,
Yeah.
and then it has like a golden. It's like a.
It's like
yeah.
a Dome of the Rock type thing, like like
Kind
a
of.
tabernacle.
But it's like kind of. It's very small. I saw one that was like,
Like a
we are
shrine?
above, and then it's like the bottom was like the Hasidic Jews and the tunnels below.
Oh, so it's just a tunnel entrance. Is all.
Yeah.
Actually, that's where they were digging to.
Yeah, they're
Damn, they
getting there.
dig. They under the ocean.
They're ahead of the FBI on that one.
Yeah.
They just
Well, no,
Could've just-
Epstein
that's how they
took a boat there
that's
or
how they
something.
accessed it.
yeah.
Dude, this is totally random, but let's get off the Epstein thing because maybe I made a mistake saying I'd go there now, but
Yeah, you did. But it's
Um,
okay. It's immortalized forever on the internet.
that's all right. You guys literally talked about my ass rash the whole entire episode last time.
Oh, your
You
crack
showed us
psoriasis? How's that doing?
voluntarily.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Psoriasis.
How's your crack psoriasis?
Danielle
doing?
said to me, we're going to bed. She's like, hey, I caught up on all the episodes. I was like, nice. She's like, dude, you told him about the rash? I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting, but I was like getting things ready and I was squatted down like a catcher and
And we couldn't even see it. And
No,
then you said,
yeah, that's not.
"Can you
why
guys
we
see
saw
my
it.
ass?" And we were like, "No." And then you showed it.
yeah.
It
Well,
wasn't
now that
like-
we're diving back into that, I was going to say,
Did you get a cream?
Get him some Desi.
did you see
Preparation H.
did you see Aaron Rodgers said
He's
Jimmy
got
Kimmel?
Yeah,
he has
so-
crack psoriasis.
He said Jimmy Kimmel was on the list. Mm-hmm. And then the list came out, Jimmy Kimmel wasn't, and he had his like late night last night and he did his whole monologue about like fuck Aaron Rodgers. He needs to apologize to me because he's a big quarterback and people know who he is. If he says something, people believe it. So now I got people thinking I'm a pedophile. Like, dude, imagine how shitty
Yeah,
that'd be.
he was
If you-
he was
if you
painting
take-
him as like a big dummy, like a jock dummy.
Yeah,
He
he
was, like,
said,
went to community college.
yeah,
and-
one of his best lines was he was like, Aaron Rodgers' report card in high school had 2 A's and it was in his name. I was like, damn, that's pretty good.
That was a good one.
I don't know. I thought that was good. I guess
You
not.
know, a writer wrote that though. Like he did. There's-
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares? Honestly, I think
Jimmy Kimmel also did blackface too back in the day. If you
you
won't
host-
forget that.
if you host a late
I think
night
a lot of
show,
people did.
you're not funny anymore.
Like a lot of people did.
I just think that
I
they're
hate
both
Kimmel.
super rich
Conan's pretty
millionaires, and I don't
Is he
give
still
a fuck.
on a show?
I
thought
think
he was
so.
off.
No, Conan got a he like does a podcast now.
Oh shit.
I like Jimmy Fallon. He's not that bad.
Fallon is the
I
worst
don't
of them.
like.
You think so?
Absolutely. Can't
Maybe I'll
stand
just
Fallon.
buy in.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
hey guys,
I'm gonna dance with Jack Black. He's like,
He's like, I'm gonna play a game with a celebrity. It's gonna be so funny. You're so great. That's so great.
and
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's the fucking worst,
I don't
dude.
like
He's
Jimmy
annoying
Fallon.
as shit, man.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
we
I
should
don't
get
like
Evan
this.
on a late night, dude.
No.
Evan as the host, dude.
Late nights are lame as fuck. Like they literally are just a
My favorite,
celebrity
my
circle
favorite was
jerk.
Letterman growing up. I loved Letterman, dude. But my
Letterman
dad
was
did
good.
too. My dad
And
loved
Leno was good too.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
Leno
not
was
I don't
really
like
big on
Leno. I like Conan a little bit.
You think that those will still be as big like 20
No.
years down the road?
No. That's a boomer thing and a half, dude.
Yeah, but I could also see myself being like a dad.
I'm surprised you say you watch late night shows. I don't know any millennials that watch a late
I
night
don't
show.
anymore. Back in the day, I used to
It's
watch
just
Jimmy Fallon.
NBC surfing all day long, watching
No, no.
Chicago PD and
Are you
stuff.
peacocking?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
dude.
you watching like Chicago Fire?
Chicago.
I
Those-
do watch.
Did you watch the crossover episode?
Tacoma FD though.
Chicago
That's pretty funny.
Fire.
So let me get this straight. You were about to talk shit on me for watching Chicago Fire,
That's
which I don't.
equally-
And then
That's
you just
equally as
basically said
fucking
the
beat.
same exact
No,
thing.
no, it's different. It's the two guys.
No, it's in
from
a different city.
Super Troopers.
Oh, so it's like a comedy?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's good.
Damn,
I
I
thought
hate when that happens, dude.
Chicago.
When Clayton says like a over the top obvious like wrong thing, and then he's like, actually, and I'm wrong in the end. It's the worst thing in the world.
It's because
Chicago
90% of the time you're gonna catch
Dude,
Clayton
I'm
like
you
that.
know, we're rolling the
Clayton
dice all
like
the
puts
time.
a trap down. I'm like, oh, and he's just like, bam, gotcha. Let's see. I'm like, damn it.
I say a lot of dumb shit though, so it's always
something else is on fire again.
Yeah, Chicago.
driving
It's like
our
Chicago
fire
Fire, and then it's like Chicago Med, and
And
then
then like Grey's Anatomy.
Chicago Police, and they'll have like a one-day event, all the Chicago shows combined.
All the Chicago.
It's like, oh my God, there's a guy who burned down a house and he's also injured people. We need all three of you to
You
go
know,
ride
if you
immediately.
find him, how will we ever escape or capture him?
And it's like, let's team up, form of a giant nurse cop firefighter, and it's
Yeah.
like a big
The-
robot.
the most
I would
unrealistic.
watch that show actually. Now let's do
That
that.
sounds
the-
kind of cool.
The most unrealistic thing about that though is that
they're
for
putting
like
out
Chicago
fires and shit.
Fire is like they're not models. Most firemen are like huge guys. They're not
Yeah.
like super hot blondes.
Yeah.
and, you know.
Oh yeah, no.
That's just showbiz, though, brother. That's
Yeah.
showbiz.
No one wants to watch a show with ugly people.
Yeah, that's why no one watches our pod.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That
No,
was
if you
fucked up.
just
Sorry,
if you
guys.
just
You guys
took,
are bringing me down.
if you took
no.
like your average show, like I don't know, like The Office. Office is a great show, right? If you went
Yeah.
to your average fucking Pennsylvania paper company and put those people on the show, they'd probably be fucking hideous. No one want to watch it.
I feel like The Office is a good comparison. I think all those people
That
are
is
pretty
pretty good
average
one.
looking.
They make them
Yeah,
look
I mean,
more
I think
average than
Jim's
they
the most
actually are.
handsome. Steve
Jim,
Carell.
dude, they're all
Interesting
all-
you went for a man first.
What do you mean?
You could have gone Pam.
Jim's the hottest on the show. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but Jim's hotter than Pam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
John Krasinski's.
I'm gonna
dude.
agree with Michael and that Ryan's the hottest in the whole office.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking Ryan, dude.
Or also the blonde with the cats. I forgot her name. She's kind of
Angela?
fine. Angela, yeah.
No,
I always
no,
thought
no,
Mindy
no.
Kaling was pretty attractive.
Yeah, she had a really good successful
really
response.
She's
The
funny.
receptionist they hire after Pam.
Yes.
Aaron's pretty hot.
Dude,
Oh,
she's
fuck,
just too
she's in
vanilla.
Parks and Rec,
She's a little
though.
vanilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's in Parks and Rec, right?
No,
She might
Oh,
have
it's
been
Jim.
later.
I'm thinking of Jim's girlfriend. when
Jim's
he moved.
girlfriend from the other store.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
thinking of
Rashida Jones.
Amy.
He fucked up.
Amy nope.
Nope, Rashida Jones.
You're,
Her character is Karen.
Amy Schumer is what you're gonna say. She has nothing to do with that.
No, the redhead
Amy
from
Poehler.
No.
No, you're thinking of the purse sales lady that comes in.
Are you
No,
talking
the-
about the girl that looks like Pam?
Okay, so there's the two.
McAdams.
No, that's Rachel McAdams.
McAdams.
That's McAdams. Isn't it? Isn't it her sister? It's
No,
her
no.
sister.
I
don't
That's the
know. I
purse
have
sales.
no-
Oh,
I have
in
fucking
Wedding
no idea.
Crashers.
That's
No,
Rachel.
that's-
Dude, we are
That's-
yes.
spiraling
No,
right now. I'm
that's,
sorry.
You're thinking of the redhead in Isla Fisher.
That gives
No.
Vince
Okay.
Vaughn the Blumpkin.
All right, so just try to hear
Are
me
we
out
just
for 1
saying
second.
names?
Just hear me
Lance
out.
Armstrong.
Okay, so
Neil
there's,
Armstrong.
there's the girl from Wedding Crashers.
Lance Corporal.
That's the redhead Isla,
Neil
whatever
deGrasse
he was
Tyson.
saying.
Isla Fisher. She's married to Sacha
So
Baron
the
Cohen.
other redhead that's very hot as well.
Rachel McAdams.
That was an American Hustle.
That's not Rachel McAdams.
Remember, she was in American
That's
Hustle.
her
The
sister
other.
in Wedding Crash. I don't know her name though. I know you're talking about.
You're saying they look alike in real life.
No, she was in the office for like some of the time,
I don't think so.
and she was. Remember, she was like all about Jim, and Jim was like, "Sorry, I'm still in love with Pam," and he had to break up with her.
It's the McAdams sister. It's
Karen.
It's Amy McAdams.
No, it's Amy Adams. That's all it is. Thank you, Evan.
Oh,
You were so close. It's Amy
That's
Adams.
not even remotely close to what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the redhead that was
she
in
comes
love
in
with
for
Vince
3
Vaughn in
episodes and
Wedding
she tries to
Crashers.
sell
about
purses in the
we're
office.
talking about a totally
I've been saying
different
this for like 3 minutes.
No, I thought that she.
She tries to sell purses in
Okay,
the office,
maybe you're right.
and
I
then
don't
she
know.
becomes Jim's.
she- I think
she
she
becomes
was the
Jim's
hottest.
girlfriend for
She
like 3 minutes.
becomes-
She's not a main character. You
She
can't
wasn't
keep-
main character. I
can't
guess you're
count
right.
her.
Or don't forget about Stanley. He was kind of fine too.
Stanley's a man, dude.
Holly's pretty hot.
What?
What
Holly's
Jan, dude? Oh my goodness.
Jan.
What Jan?
No,
Jan was pretty hot.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she
Dude, when
was.
she got her fake titties though.
Dude, that whole episode's hilarious. That's very funny. All right, well, hey, you guys got anything else? Want to say anything else? You got any plans this weekend? Big plans?
Beep boop.
Nope.
I'm going down
Staying,
to.
staying sober is what I'm doing.
There.
Too late, brother.
Yeah, wait till you see that beer staring you in the
call you
face, and
guys-
you're like, "Well, it's one Bud Light."
I'm gonna call you guys at like 2 a.m.
He's
on
gonna be like,
Saturday.
who put this here?
Don't call
I
me
better
at
get
2
rid
a.m.
of
on
this.
Saturday. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Clayton's
I-
gonna call me and be like, "Hey man, I got 4 beers in my fridge. We gotta get rid of these. Get over here ASAP."
I already blocked
I
you.
don't know
bought a
how they got
12-pack.
here. Actually, there was an 18 pack. I don't remember doing that.
I bought
It's
a,
looking big.
I bought an
To catch a
18 and I
Clayton?
just keep
Yeah.
stocking my fridge with just 4 at a time. I'm like, it'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah. Do we do
only
to
4.
catch a Clayton? Just put 1 beer on his front porch and then put 1 on the street and just like see how far we can get
Yeah.
Clayton and just go like a cat.
And
I
then
would
like
put,
at the
like,
end,
I would
it's just
put, like,
us.
truck keys, and I would put a beer, and I'd be like, "All right, let's catch Clayton."
What kind of beer?
That sounds like you want him to get a Dewey.
No, I just meant more of like what like he would like be interested. Like, what kind of truck is this?
Oh yeah, maybe like a little model train.
That's something. You
That
kinda,
sounds like I don't.
That
I'm not
sounds like
assuming
you're
that
catching an
on the
autistic
spectrum.
You kind of
person.
put me on something. I meant to bring this up. I might have already brought this up, but so drinking and driving is illegal, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Why?
that's
I'm
true.
fairly certain.
Why can you not physically drink and drive? Meaning, like, why can't I get off of work sober and have just 1 beer on my drive home?
Well, the problem with that is then someone's gonna be like, well, why can't I have 2 beers? And then why? Can't
Well,
I
then
have
that's
3
the
beers?
problem. But you
Why can't I just
I mean,
open
as long as you don't
1/5 of
go
liquor
over,
on my drive home?
I know this.
As long as you don't go
concept-
crazy, you know what I
Listen,
mean?
dude,
But
this is anything in the world. If alcohol itself is legal, right? But it's the people that take it overboard that ruin it for everybody else.
Right.
So
Facts.
that's literally just what happens.
yeah, but that could be the same thing as being in a bar
Okay,
and
what
having
if
to
I-
drive home. You know what I mean? Like going out to dinner and
The
you're like, I gotta
strongest-
drive home.
The strongest
I'm only
beer in
gonna
the
have 2
world is
drinks.
like
True,
40% alcohol. What if I got a 40% alcohol 12
Well, that's
ounce
on
beer?
you. But I'm talking about like
no,
just having
no,
like a Miller
no,
Lite
no.
after
You
work.
said I could have 1 beer in the ride
Yeah, see,
home,
that's-
and now
that
I'm
would be the
having that
problem.
one strong.
That would be the issue.
I'm having this one that's 10 times
But
stronger
are you
than
gonna
what
go
you
into
have.
a restaurant and do that after when you gotta drive home?
What?
He's saying that if you go out to dinner and then you get a drink, you're technically still doing what he's saying right now.
No,
and then you drive home.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Because if you have
How
one,
is it any different?
yeah, you have one vodka soda at Beck's.
You're just
and then you drive
drinking-
home.
I never said it was different.
You're just drinking.
technically you're not
somewhere
supposed to,
else.
Technically, you're not supposed to get in that car if you're intoxicated when you leave the bar.
I'm not saying you're intoxicated. I'm just saying.
I
why
know.
can't
I know
you
what
just
you're
have
saying. I'm just
a
saying.
beer.
Dude, they're narcs.
Okay,
They're narcs.
again,
You know what I
for the
mean?
same reason I just said.
You get-
I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I prefer you did not drink and drive.
Why,
but you do
Clayton, how
whatever
about
you
this?
want.
How about this? Just go into a fucking police station and ask the police officer kindly why you can't have a single beer while
I
you
will.
drive home.
I will.
He is an officer of the law and he can answer that question for
That's
you.
true.
He is
So-
an
That's true.
officer
So,
of the law.
but if
You're
I
asking-
get, but
you're
if I get
asking
out
me-
of my car and walk into a bar, I can have a beer there and get right back. I can chug it, get right back in my car. and drive.
Technically, if you're drunk, no.
I'm not drunk. I'm just having a beer.
Okay.
Yeah, I
well,
see what you're
if,
saying,
If
but-
they were to test you, there's a literally a law about open containers of alcohol
Yeah,
in a
that's the
vehicle.
problem.
But that is my.
No,
that
no,
is
no.
my-
Listen, listen,
that is-
listen,
that is
listen,
what
listen,
I'm
listen,
saying.
listen. Open container of alcohol. Why is that a law? Not only to the driver, but to the passenger. If I'm sitting in a passenger seat, I am not allowed to be drinking in that car, even if the driver is completely sober.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why?
I don't know.
Dude, you
Again,
know,
dude, I'm not here to like tell you why
I
a
know
law
what
was
the
made.
law is,
Okay,
and I
okay.
don't do it,
Again,
but I'm
ask
just
ask a
saying.
police officer.
Dude, I have
Why
an
do you-
idea
like,
for you.
You can't answer that.
you should design and create a beer that's very, very, very low alcohol.
Oh, like Miller Lite.
No.
Yeah.
Even lower than that.
You understand non-alcoholic beer?
Yeah, you have
They're at
non-
0.5% alcohol.
O'Doul's.
All beer has alcohol, even non-alcoholic beer. It's just at such a low point that you could drink O'Doul's at 0.5% alcohol all day and never get drunk. So there is beer like that.
So yeah, there you go. Just get O'Doul's and just pretend that you're getting drunk.
You could.
You get drunk when you're happy anyway.
Yeah, that does happen. That does happen.
He's like,
Clayton's on the way
yeah.
home. He's like, I'm already feeling it. This is great. No drink.
like going out with the boys tonight. One drink.
Starts shaking.
yeah.